So,
I did.
so Arian is an ex-NFL player, which means, of course, we have to start out with the topic of you tweeted that you could beat up a wolf, and I disagree. Are you still as confident?
The thing about that whole deal is if you're not confident about it, you're gonna die anyway. So you might as well go into it with confidence. You know.
Okay.
But aren't you afraid of the teeth and the jaws?
No.
And like
he has teeth and he has a jaw. And you overestimated the amount of jaws that wolves have.
They only have one jaw, but, but I think you have to look in that. I think when that tweet took off, it's weird saying that, but when that tweet took off, like the context of the conversation wasn't I'm out here looking for wolves to beat up. Like it was just the fact that if I happen to get caught in a one-on-one situation, which is rare anyways, as people do, but it's rare that would happen because wolves run in packs anyway. And if you catch one-on-one, he's probably wounded or he's outcasted from the pack. So your chances in heightened there, heightened then. So it wasn't the context was just if I caught one, I just happened to be in that situation, I think I could get a wolf one-on-one.
Arian, don't back off this. I'm on your team. I think I can take a wolf, and I'm just a regular guy. A wolf in the octagon. You got this. You totally got it. You're like 3 times as heavy as a wolf is.
I don't know about that one, but like I think it depends. There's a
Chiz,
spectrum.
how heavy is a wolf? Carry on.
There's a spectrum, but we can get Chiz's fact check on it. But like there's a spectrum. So there's regular wolves and then there's super big wolves which can range from like 200 to 220, right? So I'm 230. So I'm thinking if I do catch a wolf, I doubt I'm gonna catch an alpha 220 male. You know, but if I do, you know, I gotta
66 to
you'll
200
be
pounds.
catching
That's
like if it's an injured one, I agree with you. If it's like some shitty pod wolf that can't get a good lunge, like for sure. But if you run into like an outcast wolf, that's just like a previous alpha male wolf that used to run shit. You know, that'd be like boxing a modern day Tyson. Like he's not his prime at all, but he's still gonna beat the shit out of you.
I don't think so, man. I think that's different. Like wolves don't wolves don't train. You know, they just survive. Like,
yes. Oh my God, that wolf doesn't know what a rear naked choke was and has no idea what the defense is.
Exactly. So like he's not out here reading the anatomy and biology of human beings, right? I know
he's never fought a human before.
He doesn't even know the taxonomy of humans, right? So I know where he comes from. He doesn't know where I come from, right? That's true. I have that tactical advantage on him.
Maybe,
so I think
it doesn't have to know a strategy because like if you present a wolf with any problem, the solution is always going to be bone crushing jaws. Right. Hey, what do you do against this opponent? Bone crushing jaws.
And sometimes that can be to its detriment, right? So you have to outsmart the wolf. So if his one move is bone crushing jaws, and I stick a log in there, he's gonna be chewing a log.
Where are you gonna acquire a log?
I mean, not a big log. Let's say a stick. I don't say a log.
I thought we were going hand to jaw here. Like at best you get gloves. Like I'm thinking you should have to go in naked because he's not coming in. Are you gonna let him go in with like a Kevlar wolf vest? No.
I'll give him a cup just so we get one too.
Let's put me in regular clothes and at least give me. Can I have boots? Can I have boots or what do I got on?
If I am hiking. Pads, like if you were in football pads and helmet,
no contest,
you whoop his ass. You could take that helmet off and hold it by the face mask and pummel him to death.
No question. Yeah. But if you give me like I said, my tactical advantage is our human intellect, right? So I'm looking for various objects around me that I could use. He's not.
That's true. And if he saw one, he doesn't have hands. So he'd be like, well, this is unfortunate.
He does have hands. He just doesn't have thumbs. He has
paws.
His little paws.
I'm thinking about, so Arian doesn't know. We've talked about we discussed fighting animals many, many times. And they often give me like this super alpha wolf. Like, Woody, you couldn't take this king of all wolves. But that's not fair because I'm not king of all people. I feel like if this was going to be fair, you are king of all people. Though you're a professional athlete. You get an alpha wolf, and I get 120 pounds.
Am I king? I don't.
Oh, really?
Top 1%.
You're top 1%. The wolf should be too. Fair is fair.
But that's why I say, I mean, it's in different genres, right? So like I'm top 1% of football, right? Which is kind of a contact sport. But if you look at like top 1% and 1%, of you look more towards like MMA, like that.
I hear you. Okay, let's just say you're standing in a long line at the movie theater. What percentage of people in that line can you beat up?
Okay, I am okay. I'd be 1%.
I can fuck up most people in a movie theater.
Yeah,
line.
well, you're gonna be top something percent too. I don't know what it is. 5.
It depends on what movie's
2?
being played.
Like Rocky 7, maybe not, but but The Notebook 2, I'm gonna conquer that line.
So you got
Yeah, we this actually came up. I had a bunch of people over for one of the games this past weekend, and a topic came up that I have brought up a lot, which is grizzly bear versus silverback gorilla. And it started, and I must have had 15 people over, and it started with a little conversation in the corner of my kitchen. And by the time, the second half was going to start, nobody was watching this game, and there were heated arguments. Like, you fucking idiot. You really think a gorilla's going to come out on top? The bear has a stronger mouth. It's got claws. Like, obviously, the correct answer is grizzly bear. We all know this.
Yeah.
What are their weights?
Yeah,
A
I might go
giant grizzly bear
silverback.
is like 2 or 3 times the size. Like,
Is
a
that right?
grizzly bear is about, or a grizzly bear, a silverback, a big alpha male silverback is about my height standing up, so like 6 foot, maybe a little more, and it's like 500 pounds. A giant grizzly bear could be like 10 feet tall, and it's got claws, and
Chiz, would
one
you kindly
swipe.
find the high end on grizzly bear and silverback
Yeah.
weights? 600-pound bear. Okay.
No, that's
I
this
think
is
they're bigger than
anti-bear
that.
propaganda, Chiz.
Yeah.
I'm
that was
tired of
written
And a
by the
430-pound
by the-
silverback. Oh, man, this is a better fight than you're making it on, too. Because
We on silverback.org. Bullshit. Get outta here.
I think I'm gonna hang my hat with the gorilla, man.
I like
No.
because of the intellect, right? Like I think it.
I think-
does this happen in a forest?
It
I think
happens-
terrain matters. Terrain matters.
It definitely matters. But I mean, it wouldn't matter if there were trees, because a grizzly, or I'm not a grizzly, well, a grizzly could probably climb the trees better anyway.
Just- here's
Because
the thing.
gorillas aren't arboreal.
I know for a fact that gorillas will sometimes use clubs, or they might just bang things together to
Gorillas
create a
don't
frightening...
use clubs.
No, they do. I saw it on TV.
Just find one clip of a gorilla utilizing
Yeah,
a club.
and I've seen gorillas use 2 things that make noise and like clap them at each other in just an intimidation tactic.
Yeah, but it was trying to scare off like a smaller gorilla, or like
What
maybe
does David Attenborough have to say about all this?
David Attenborough knows the truth. The grizzly would butt bucket.
See if Chiz can Google the bite force of a grizzly bear versus a gorilla. I think a gorilla is stronger.
I think you're right there, but like the big proving factor to me there is the difference. Like the gorilla has hands, which are good, but claws, like giant claws that the grizzly has with that swipe. Like I feel like almost the dumbness of the bear is gonna come into play in a positive. Yeah. Where like the gorilla, when it gets wounded, it's cogent enough to be like, all right, I'm backing off. I got a harem of like 60 gorilla bitches. I can just go fuck them, get away from this bear.
I don't know about another silverback though. That's what they do.
They've never fought a bear.
Look at this image right here. Look at that fucking paw.
What the fuck? Okay, that's even bigger than I thought bears were. Like,
Right? It's easy to forget how big these fucking things are. Okay, like.
How tall is this man?
Yeah, that is
8
a
feet
miniature
tall.
person.
That is an 8-foot tall man.
He's 4'8".
He's a prop. He's on Little People on Discovery
That's
Channel.
Alexandra Remus. He played European basketball. He's a huge man.
Claws look like Wolverine, like adamantium, unobtainium, whatever that stuff he's made of is ridiculous.
Adamantium.
Adamantium.
So eventually, with a huge amount of lobbying, I got enough people on the Team Grizzly to end that discussion. It was like 45 minutes into it. I was like, I shouldn't have brought this up.
Yeah. No, this is I love topics like
It's
this.
intriguing.